Country Wayne, A Woman's Prayer is #1 on Netflix, and I'm so proud of this brother. It's Mac the Guru. If this your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel, check out the other content, and click that like button. Now, Country Wayne then came all the way up. I remember when he was doing skits on Facebook, and he took his time with this. He didn't rush it out as soon as he got hot. He took his time, worked on his craft, and then came with his special. Now, I'm going to do an honest review of the special. Even though I love his story and I love that he came up, I'm still going to do an honest review on the special, and I actually remember seeing him one time. I was in a club in Georgia. My homie's from Georgia. I stayed out there, and I actually think it might have been his club. It was like in the duck off somewhere. I went, I said, dude, why y'all club ain't around nothing? I ain't never seen nothing like this. But I did have a good time down at the club. We had some moonshine. Boy, they know how to party down there in Georgia. But back to the stand-up. This stand-up really surprised me. He had some parts that was cool. He had some parts that was like, and then he had some parts that was funny. And I mean, funny, where it made me laugh out loud. Typically, I don't laugh out loud. I look at stand-ups, and I've seen so many, I go, okay, yeah, I get it. That was funny. He had like 3 parts where I laughed out loud. And to me, it seems like when he talk about relationship stuff, that's when he's in his bag. Everything when he was talking about relationships in this, I won't say the actual jokes, but when he was talking about relationships in this, was funny. So he did his thing with that. Now, he did a lot of stuff about the church, all right? A lot of stuff. And he's kind of in that lane of like a Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, Medea. I kind of got that feeling at the beginning. But by the end, I'm like, he in that lane, but he doing it well. All right? He had a couple church jokes that really hit. I mean, really hit. I think 2 of the church jokes is 2 of the ones where I laughed out loud. And one thing I noticed watching the special is he's a real physical comic on stage. He does a lot of moving, a lot of falling down, getting back up, falling down, getting back up, making faces, moving around the stage. He's real physical on the stage. I like that type of comedy. So I felt like he really did his thing. And it's kind of harder to do the other type that Dave Chappelle do, where you just stand and tell the jokes. That's difficult to get off. But he was real physical. Remind me of like a Martin Lawrence back in the day. How physical Martin Lawrence was with his big stand-up special. That's how it kind of reminded me. I got that feeling from it. It just wasn't as raunchy. Now, the last reason that I really like this, and I really like that Country Wayne was able to pull this off, is because it's inspirational. This is a man that got an audience, built his audience, and just kept going and kept going. And who shows up to the stand-up special? His audience. So when he's doing the church jokes and, he's doing the relationship jokes, everybody was feeling it. You could see the crowd laughing, and they really had a good time. He did it in D.C. The black folks showed up. It's D.C. And D.C. is a hard place to do a stand-up. D.C., Detroit, St. Louis, Chicago, comedians go to these places and get ate up. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to pull it off, man, and I'm proud of him. He done came up all the way. So salute to Country Wayne, A Woman's Prayer, Netflix special. Out of 7 points, I'm going to give this from stand-up comedy, and it's the first one I done ever seen on Country Wayne. I'm going to give this a 5.3. All right, 5.3. Pretty good. Good stand-up. He had some real highs, couple of lows. Really at the beginning, I think he was a little nervous, but once he got into it, it was fire, man. So it's Mac the Guru. If this your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel. Check out the other content. Click that like button, and like always, man, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.